if we kind of pull ourselves, oh, I recognize the nature of the mind, that's enough. No, that's not enough. We have to continue. Stay the path with courage and commitment and joyful effort. Effort to do that again. Not just a few seconds or a few minutes we did. I mean, this is good, but it's not enough. If it's enough or not enough, read our own mind. How we are more stable than before we start the practices. We can read ourselves, test ourselves. All the thermometers are within ourselves. We can test how much we are progressing, how much we are developing, how much we are advancing, how much we discover. It's all here, really. Therefore, here, Great Master Dongyal says, here says, the omniscient Dongyal says, if you didn't recognize your own, you may recognize your own nature, but if, I mean, again, you read. So it is, if we can't think that we recognize our nature or mind, that's enough. That's not enough. It's like going in the war by a mature baby in the war. Think I can win? No. It's like going in the war. How baby amateur can win? There's so many warriors, so many opponents are surrounded. Similarly, our realization is like baby. How you can handle all these emotions? They're like hyenas, every direction waiting us. All these negative emotions and the powerful thought and the conceptions. And in the midst of all the external situations and circumstances of the others outside, they are all in a way lining to ourselves to test our standard realization, understandable realizations. How we can stand up that if we don't have the strength of the realization. Good. Therefore, with the courage and confidence, and then do practice. And then here again, he's going to continue this the same thing. What is this like? Then how we keep this? Or keep this practice? Really continually joyful effort and always supported by mindfulness. Mindfulness is a big support, big teacher. Along with mindfulness, what is called known as alertness, consciousness. These are great supporter, great teacher, great assistant, and they will always help. If we have that, if we keep that, they will always usher back to the right track. Tracks. Keep this new and always be there. When you are meditating on the Dzogchen status, Dzogchen, and also have the awareness, that means meditation with awareness. Meditation with the dullness is not correct. With the awareness, being aware, always said in the teaching, always being aware. That is what. Then if we continue to meditate, when we meditate, what we have to be aware. Those are again the teaching said such as known as Ne, Jo, right sum in Tibet. Neba, Jua, and Rupa. And that is again abiding, movement, and recognizing, or being aware of that. So this is during the meditation, Dzogchen meditation, or the Shamatha meditation, any meditation, we will have this. This is the part of our nature of the mind. Abiding and movement, recognizing. This is. Abiding means now relaxing on the nature today, exactly as you started. And the movement means that won't stay that way. I mentioned yesterday, and we all know, the nature of the mind is display. Display is part of the nature of the mind. It's not going to stay. This display is known as, in the Dzogchen teaching or the higher Buddha teaching, is intelligence. It's a discrimination, awareness. It's manifestation, emanation, and in the Dzogchen teaching, also known as Nirmakaya. So this is nothing wrong. So, but however, if we carried by the force of this, distracted that without aware, then it becomes samsara. Then it's the duality. So therefore, the movement when comes, the second is the movement, but movement comes, you are aware of that. You are aware of that. And that's called the rupa. So it abiding, movement, and aware. The all is in the awareness status. That is known as the clear mindfulness of the awareness. It's not something solid, concrete mindfulness or mindfulness. That is also a strong conception. This is the conception. But it's being able naturally bring the clarity within the meditation. Meditation. Then that is how we continue to move. Then when we move this, continue to maintain it that way, what is coming our meditation? It's coming, now you recognize it, glimpse you recognize. Now continue you keeping that. It's known as then, and then strength is continually strengthening of that, what you recognize. And you stabilize it, continually you stabilize or strengthening. And then if we continue with it, then that realization is now completely become stable or firm. F-I-R-M, I believe, firm. You become completely firm. That time, then you become as hero and heroines, or better heroine. You don't have to be completely kind of timid with the world or thinking of this and that obstacle. Then you can move in freely, as fearlessly in the jungle of the samsara energy. Everything is displayed, you see, and there's nothing really can hurt you. Everything is wisdom displays. And move in freely and benefiting, help to the others. But until that comes, we keep all the basic practices, good things, all that we should continue to do the same thing as these great practitioners did and achieve the final results. This.